Hey you guys, welcome to the first episode of Mom Don't Listen.
I have to block you and we're not allowed to be friends.
They're a fucking.
Did they saw it? Okay, you guys. So Justin, take it away. Take it away.
And I was eating her out while he was face fucking her.
Ew. Mom Don't Listen.
Hi guys. Welcome back to Mom Don't Listen, episode 7. So, right off the bat, Gracie.
Wait, no.
Yep.
Oh, you're not ready.
I walked out this morning.
No.
Yep. And there was a man on our couch, right there.
That wasn't mine.
I know. I was getting there.
No,
I was getting there. I wake up to a text saying, "Don't be alarmed. There's a man sleeping on our couch." So obviously I have to come out here and look at who's on the couch. I snapped a photo. Yeah, and then
Someone popped out of her room.
popped out.
I wonder who that would be.
Like, oh, good morning, sunshine.
And you guys want to know who it was?
Mm.
My crush from when I was 14 years old. My second kiss ever in my life. I can't say his name.
Was Military Man's the first kiss?
No, I never kissed him until high school.
Oh.
My first kiss was this random guy at homecoming.
Oh, well, homecoming.
Yeah, so, wait, this is actually so funny. My first kiss happened because I was at homecoming. I got asked by this little, like, surfer boy, and he was so cute. Don't know why I didn't just kiss him. I ditched him, was dancing with a junior instead. I was a freshman.
I was just about to say. Okay.
And the only two people who haven't had a kiss yet were me and my friend Georgia. Shout out, Georgia, I love you. Mwah. And she comes up to me at homecoming, and she goes, Gracie. And I'm like, what? She's like, I just had my first kiss. And I was like, oh, I'm the last one. Like, I wasn't even happy for her. I was just like, no, I'm the last one. And she was like, oh my God, just kiss him. And I was like, okay. And I turned around and kissed him. That was my first kiss. And then my second kiss was the guy that was over last night. We were in a jacuzzi. And I think it was a dare. Didn't that happen to you with him?
Yeah, it did. It did.
I'm like, whoa. Me and Devan have very similar stories.
We do.
With similar men.
We do.
Last night, randomly, he goes, I kissed Devan one time. I just thought I should tell you that.
Why did he say that?
I was like, I know. I'm pretty sure.
I'm mortified. I'm literally mortified. He already mentioned it. Okay.
Because one night.
No.
This happened to Devan.
No. Let me run it back. Okay. March 2020. Okay. COVID just happened.
Pandemic.
Everyone's like, what's going on? Okay. It was like the last week before everything was like shutting down. Everyone was scared. So it was St. Patrick's Day. And we were at my house. It was just like 4 people. And for whatever reason, we started playing like that board game where you throw a coin and then like wherever it lands, you like make something. You like write something.
Oh, pizza box.
Yes. Yep.
Sure,
You
pizza
know
box.
the best thing to write on pizza box?
Take off your clothes.
No.
Oh,
No. Venmo Gracie $10.
Ooh, that's
Or
so
tell
smart.
Gracie she's pretty. That's my favorite. Okay, anyways.
Mine was always streaking.
Well, one of them was like kiss Devan. And so he landed on it. I was high as shit. He was high as shit. I was like, can we just skip and like go to the next one? What?
He didn't land on it. He fucking
So
aimed for it.
Say,
oops, I got kissed Devan.
No, yeah. And then I was like, okay, guys, like it's fine. Like let's do something else. And then they're like, no, you have to do it. And we were like this. I was like, okay.
Was it a peck or a main count?
No, it was literally like it was so weird. It was like not because I don't kiss my friends. Like I don't know.
Then
like that's just weird.
How did he end up in your bed?
my roommate at the time took his friend into her room to fuck him, and yeah, shit got hot and steamy. And I went to my room to go watch Freedom Riders in bed, high, and knock, knock, knock. He's like, and I was like, hey, but I've always like, he was a friend in middle school and high school, and I've always been like kind of like one of the guys, and I'm like able to hang out with my guy friends and like lay in bed with them, have my guy friends sleep in bed with me and like not hook up. So yeah, he like came in, he like laid in my bed, and I was like, hey, we're gonna watch Freedom Riders. You stay on your side, I'll stay on my side, and we're good. Yeah. And he was like, okay. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that was that. Okay, we're not like Eskimo sisters with that guy. Oh, anyways, not actually though. Like actual like Eskimo, actual. Yeah. No. Yeah. We haven't. No. We've only fucked one of the same guys. Right? And we weren't friends at all. Yeah. Yeah. But, like, we talked to the same guys / Yeah. I'm a kisser. Okay. What is it? A serial kisser. I'm a serial kisser. I don't really like to fuck right away unless I've like known you for a long time. Like with the guy last night, like I've known him since I was like 14. Yeah. Like whatever. And his dick's huge. Sorry. If you're watching this, I just say it. I know you are because I told you were going to be a topic. I was like, whoa.
No offense, he doesn't give that energy off, but kudos to him.
It's always I was gonna say, but I don't want to give it away. Okay, it's always the white guys. Yeah, it's always the skinny white guys with the big schlongs.
Dude, I used to hook up with this frat guy in Sigma Chi at USC. Skinniest, like cigarette dying, like cokehead ass bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He literally so skinny. Pete Davidson. Thighs the size of my arm. Like, we were laying next to each other after I hooked up with him, like, knees up. Like, you know, when you're, like, watching TV and your knees are up and they're, like, your legs are, like, next to each other. And I look over and I was like, oh, my God. I have, like, 50 pounds on you. Oh, my God. At least. Maybe 100. Like, so tiny. And biggest dick I've ever seen, like, dead ass. He has a huge dick. I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, my biggest dick ever was a guy from USC in Sigma Chi too. Maybe it's a Sigma Chi thing.
Wait, what?
Maybe it's who? You know who?
Wait, he was in Sigma Chi.
Yeah.
Sigma Chi, shout out.
Yep.
Love you guys. Sponsor us. Where were we?
Okay,
skinny white guys.
But no. Let's back it up to what I walked out to this morning. To that plot twist. Gracie, keep in mind, let me give you a backstory. Gracie went out to a work party with her boss and coworkers.
And it's like not, okay, I have 3 jobs. One, I work for my dad from here.
Don't be giving away all your personal shit, though, too.
I just work for my dad's company.
Okay, don't be giving details, though.
Okay, I won't. Okay. I work for my dad's company. I work at a coffee shop, which is like my fun job. Like a bunch of young people. We just like dick around. Sorry to my boss, but we do. And like that's where like made all my friends kind of. And then I work at another job, which is more of like a desk front office job. And like my boss is like my boss. We all went out. It was fun. And like, you know me.
Shaking ass at the table.
One margarita.
I got 2 glasses of wine at the work party. And Layla was like, let's go out. And I was like, okay. And then my other coworker, there's 3 young people and then our bosses. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's just go shake some ass. So we went, shook ass. I only had 3 drinks over the span of like 5 hours. Like I wasn't drunk because I wanted to drive my car back here. And so I was like literally drinking water at the bar. And I leave the bar and my Uber's like 10 minutes away and I look over and he's standing there and I was like, is that who I think it is? And I was like, oh my God, it is. And he was getting a pizza and I go, oh my God. And he was like, what the heck? And like gave me a hug. And then I was like, why does he look kind of gorgeous right now? His outfit was cute. Except he was
He's gorgeous.
He has good style.
We'll see. He says he wants to take me on a date.
He has a great body.
What happens? He has a good body. Okay, we'll see. I would love to get dinner. Like dinner's my favorite thing.
He could save you if you're drowning.
Oh yeah.
He can also do a backflip and so can I. That's why I liked him.
Wait.
When I was younger because we were both gymnasts.
Oh yeah.
I was like, he's literally my husband. When I was younger, I loved him. Like literally had the fattest crush on him ever, and he just like was like.
Now it's come full circle. Now the ball's in her court.
Now I'm like.
Now he wants to take you out on a date.
Oh my god! Wait,
what?
I
What? I'm so dying that he randomly said that.
So my hair last night.
No.
The girlies know when you wear a slick back ponytail, it's when your hair is fucking so dirty, right? Like that's when your hair is the dirtiest. You just slick it back. I had no time. I went from hot yoga out to this work party, so I'm like, I'm just gonna slick my hair. Mind you, 2 days before, I oiled my scalp with like a little oil dripper thingy. And I thought I was gonna like wash my hair the next day. It didn't happen. The next day didn't happen. Just slicked it back. Disgusting. Like my hair was fucking nasty.
Where are you going with this?
Pillow talk.
He gets back with me, and I'm like, I go to the bathroom, like take my makeup off, and I go, what the fuck do I do with my hair right now? What do I do? Do I sleep in a slick back ponytail?
You're gonna have to.
Like what?
You're gonna have to.
What the fuck do I do? So I resort to taking it down and like slicking it in a low bun.
Okay, cute.
Like a
cute.
little-
You could get away with
bun,
that.
Little bun. Little bun. I just had this t-shirt. I just
Can we fix your hair?
I was gonna do that next.
put it in a low bun. We start hooking up, whatever. Okay.
Okay.
After, I think it was the morning, I go, oh my god, my hair's fucking so gross. And he goes, yeah, what's in it? I know, I oiled it. I'm like, sweat.
You should have been like,
Sweat, oil,
should be your
makeup.
cum.
Was it?
He would not have sex with me. He didn't want to.
Good.
I was like,
Gracie,
okay,
good.
But
Girls, I gotta treat the man.
He
We were
said
just
it
talking
was-
about this yesterday.
Yes, if you don't fuck them, they keep giving you whatever you want. Like, whatever
but
you
there's
want.
a fine line. You have to still like put out in some way.
No, if you don't give it up, they give you everything.
But
Like last night, I got dinner, pasta. This man lives, what, a 7-hour airplane ride? I've never fucked him. Actually, you even know what happened the last time we hooked up. I told him you wait for me right there, boo. And I left and never came back.
And he's so cute.
Huh?
I love him.
He's such a
What
sweetheart.
did you just say?
He's such a
He's
sweetheart.
an angel.
Oh, girl, you got the wrong image in your head of this man.
She hasn't-
Everyone's nice.
She hasn't met him in person. He helped her with her
My
paper.
admission paper. He's really good at writing, so he was
Mhm.
helping me to like change some words around and stuff like that for my admission paper to grad school. So I was like, "What an angel!" He was on the phone FaceTiming me for like 2.5 hours.
He is an angel. We love him. Thank you for the pasta last night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's nice.
But see, if you don't give it up, they keep giving.
True. But I feel like there's a fine line between like, yeah, don't fuck, but like you have to like at least like kiss them or like be flirty.
Flirt.
You can't just
You
be,
have to
like,
work it.
Yeah,
It's hard
I
being a
suck
girl.
Dick.
Oh.
Naturally.
You love sucking dick.
I do.
And getting fingered.
I asked him, I was like, so like, do you want head? And he
You
was
asked him?
like, yeah.
You're like, so,
Twice.
here's my menu. What do you want tonight?
Literally, I was
What
like,
do you mean you asked him twice?
It was so big. I was like, I
Wait.
want
Like,
more
I
with
need it.
that.
Oh, you sucked his dick twice, or you
No.
asked him
No,
twice?
asked.
First-
Rewind. Okay.
Thank you.
Take
I'm
put my
lost.
hair. We're gonna start with putting my hair in the slick back bun. Okay. I'm on my period. Take my tampon out. It's been like fucking 8 hours. Yep. About to get toxic shock.
Yep.
Take it out. What do? Maxi pad in the underwear. Put it on.
Oh my
Yep. Maxi pad. I get into bed. I go, by the way, I have a maxi pad on. If you feel something, that's what it is. So I have my maxi pad on. It's so good. No, why do I do this to myself?
I don't know.
My favorite part.
I don't know.
My favorite part. This morning she comes into my room and she goes, and I have a maxi pad. It shows me the maxi pad. Good
My
morning.
nipples hanging out.
Justin said he could never live with me, let alone another girl, and here we are. And we're like the same but different. Like, sorry, Justin.
We are pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, max pad on, straddling this man.
I almost spit out my water. Okay.
Straddling this man, making out, whatever. And I'm like, okay, we gotta like do something weird. You know, when you've been making out for like 20 minutes, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
like,
What's the next move?
What are we gonna do? Are you gonna finger me? Are we gonna fuck?
Are we
You know
going
what
to
I mean?
bed?
Are we going to bed? What's the team?
I just, oh God, okay.
So it's like,
something just clicked in my head.
What?
Nothing, just continue.
I was like, so do you want head or what? At this point, I was like, I need to see your dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
because
plus our friend Maddie, who's on the pod, hooked up with him once.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah, does she want that aired? Okay.
She's a porn star.
I know. I just
All of us slutting.
My friend hooked up with him and said he had a big dick, like huge. And I was like, okay, well, I want to see this for myself because some people say dicks are big and they're not. And that's happened to me so many times. So I was like, I want to see this for myself. Whips it out. I'm like, oh my goodness. I was like, I don't know if I can have sex with you. And he's like, we're not fucking. And I was like, what does that mean? I was like, ooh,
Like,
that's never happened to me before.
Like, ooh, was I a bad girl?
I'm like, what did I do? No, I was just like, oh, okay. And I was like, do you want head? And he was like, no, I'm good.
So you're like, so what are we doing?
I'm like, okay. And then like 10 minutes later, I was like, do you want head? And
Wait,
he was
so
like,
did you just go back to making out with him? What'd you do after he said no?
honestly, I can't remember. I think so.
Yeah, and then 10 minutes later, she's like, okay, how about now?
And he was like, oh, yeah, just do it. I was like, okay, cool. So I pop a little. I'm not saying that not.
You did not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Period.
You have to.
I still haven't used it.
They're so fun.
They're these little mints that make your mouth water to the gods.
I'm gonna have to try it tonight.
Insane.
it.
I'll give you one.
Yeah. I want
Wait, take one of hers and then take one of mine and see which one you like more.
Mine makes your mouth like numb, but
Ooh.
that might make me relapse.
shut the fuck up.
Cut.
No, can we please keep that in?
Have you guys ever thrown up on a dick?
I gagged hard, but I've never thrown up.
No,
I
have
feel
you?
like you have.
No.
I've spit up, but not like actually.
Spit up.
Yeah.
Please elaborate.
Like, you know how babies kind of spit up?
Yes.
Like-
white shit came out?
No, 'cause I wasn't drinking milk.
No, like, okay, you spit up.
Yeah.
You had like baby barf.
Yes.
Wow, no. Surprisingly, that's never happened.
It happened though when I was black.
Oh, yeah.
But like it didn't really go. It all stood in my mouth, and I had to swallow it again.
The barf.
Yes.
Oh my god, side note.
Because what do you want me to do? Jump up, run to the bathroom with barf in my mouth, or let it all?
You swallowed.
So I'm like doing the deed, and I baby barf, and I'm just like,
gobble it back up.
yes.
Wait.
One
One of these guys I was talking to told me the best head he's ever got was when a girl threw up on his dick.
Mm-hmm. That's because they're going all the way down.
Yeah. And he was like, don't worry, Devin, you were second. And I was like, so no, I have to throw up on some dick.
That should be easy for you.
Yeah, I don't want to throw up on, I love sucking dick, but I don't want to throw up on your dick.
No one does.
No. But I feel like my gag reflex is pretty good considering how much I do throw up from my stomach ulcer. Like, I don't really like gag, I mean, depends, but like, I've never thrown up.
See, like right now, my gag is bad because I'm not practicing a lot. But when I'm doing it a lot,
right. You got to build up the tolerance.
No, literally.
Yeah.
I'm not practicing.
Yeah.
Exercising that
I'm not
muscle.
exercising it right now.
See,
Got esophagus.
I mean, do with this information what you will, and I just stay at the top for the most part. I don't really go to the bottom that often. You don't really have to, I feel like.
I like
Gracie,
that, though.
what do you mean?
Hey, I have good head game, okay, I think.
Have you guys ever...
Has anyone ever told you that?
Yes!
Okay.
I had a guy train me.
Huh?
At a young age.
So, a guy trained me too.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, a guy trained me, and I must say, I'm not even kidding, no cap. He said the head is where, because it's where all the nerves are in the guys.
Thank you.
It's the nerve, it's the
like
most
the
sensitive. It's like if a guy comes and then you play with the head after, they're like, oh, like they move. Like
Yeah.
it's
Like too
very,
sensitive.
very sensitive. So I get that. But I must say, I love to deep throat and put my tongue on their balls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I can't.
You don't put their balls in your mouth?
No,
You do
yeah,
that.
Oh,
I can,
okay.
but not with their dick in my mouth.
Mhm.
I cannot do that. I literally,
Well, not on the bigger ones.
it has to be like a little,
Yeah, on the
little
smaller
Jolly
one.
Rancher.
Yeah.
little.
Anyways, where were we?
I don't even know, but
No, I want to hear about you
Oh, 'cause
and your
he-
maxi pad and all that.
So you gave it the second time
So
you asked.
yeah, so I did that, and then he was like, "Well, I can't go down on you because you're on your period." So like, and I was like, "You can finger me if you don't care." It wasn't that awkward. Okay, it was better than that, but yeah. And then so he started fingering me and like with my maxi pad on, which is like really fucking gross.
Have you ever done that before?
Probably. I feel like I don't get embarrassed with guys because I'm like.
I mean, as you really shouldn't.
No, yeah, it sounds like cocky or like I don't know if it's cocky or confidence or maybe somewhere in the middle, but it's like I know they're so stoked to be there that like I can do no wrong, honestly.
Mhm.
And I love to see how far I can push to see where they're gonna like draw the line.
Yeah.
What I mean?
Okay.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I'm gonna bleed on you.
I know
I'm
where one time the
fucking-
line was crossed for
the
someone.
bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the
That was bad. So I had sex on my period one time, and I was bleeding. It was like my first day of my period, and I was bleeding so hard. My blood was like dripping into his butthole, and he told me to get off because it was just like too much for him. He got overstimulated. It's fine.
Something was tickling him down
He's like,
there.
"Can you please get off?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Your blood's dripping in my butthole." And I was like, "Oh my god." I'm so sorry. And we just stopped because it was just too much. But yeah. Anyways.
So then you just went to
Anyways.
bed?
Yeah, and we just cuddled. He's so cuddly. So I haven't cuddled with someone in so long, so it felt like nice, you
Yeah.
know. Plus I like know him, so it wasn't like super awkward.
He's not a stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a stranger.
Because
but
you do hate people in your bed.
I hate people in my bed. Hate. And he's silent. Hate loud noises while I'm sleeping.
Yeah, like snores.
Snoring, get fucked. Don't snore in my bed.
Oh yeah, I had to take them home this morning.
Oh, I'm so
I
sorry.
come out, see him on the couch, and then I hear the psst, Devan.
I can't
And
believe
then-
it's you. No
Yeah,
offense,
we're-
that triggers me. If someone goes psst to me, I'm like, makes me upset. Not gonna lie.
And I'm like, oh.
I'm like, that makes me so horny. Keep doing it.
We were chit-chatting this morning, catching up, giving him a little house tour, showed him the backyard, showed him the back door. And then he was like, so, he was like, I was like, yeah, it's like a full circle. You could go all the way down. I was like, yeah, I normally have some guys come through this back door sometimes. Because they were like, how'd you get this room? I was like, oh, like I have the biggest bed. And so it kind of just like settled the issue. And then I was like, and I like it for the back door purposes. But yeah, and then I was about to go head out and get some coffee. And then he was like, can you take me home? And I was like, sure. We did not go home. We did not go to his house. We went on a goose chase. He gave me the wrong directions. We ended, long story short, I took them to coffee with me. Bought my coffee because,
Hot.
yeah,
I love that.
I love him. He's such a gentleman. And then I was giving him a hard time about how he ghosted Gracie back in like middle school. And then he's coming full circle now that she is glowed up,
Turned into
fat
a
ass.
woman.
Yeah. Yeah, that. Anyway, so do you see yourself going out with him when he asks you out on the date?
Yeah, I want to go on a date. It sounds fun.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. I don't know any
See by the
places.
53, Arancinos, Miramans.
Arancinos.
What's a good steakhouse? Oh, no, you don't eat steak.
Buzz steak. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. She doesn't
Oh, I
eat
love
steak.
that place.
Yeah.
So good.
Wait.
I don't know where.
See
I
by the
want him to
53.
do it.
Wait.
I don't want to do it.
Tell the
Okay.
viewers what you told him when he said, I'm going to take you out on a
So
date.
he's like, yeah, we're not gonna fuck, whatever. Like, I want to take you on a date, and I was like, okay, great. Where are we going? And he was like, where do you want to go? And I go, where do you think? What did I say?
What do you think I deserve?
Oh yeah, what do you think I deserve? Or like, what do you think I'm worth? And then he was like, oh shit, okay, I have a place. And I was like, better not be fucking like you. Don't
With
put
a
the
gift card.
Please don't. Well, you know me, I don't really care that much, but like, I just like to be treated like a little princess.
As you should.
We'll see. But yeah, and then I have my little French boy too. So he
Yeah.
called me while I was with him.
Oh, he should have been like,
Did you
Lisa.
answer?
I was like, oh. He goes, who's that? And I was like, oh, my French boyfriend. And he was like,
Oh.
you don't need that right now. And took my phone and flipped it over. I was like, wait, but I love him. So I have like a little roster going. I've had a roster forever. I'm like, oh my god,
We love that.
I'm like, wow.
A roster in a wholesome way, though.
Yeah, no, I'm not like
Yeah.
gonna do anything crazy. It's more of like I'm letting it come to me. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna like go try.
But you can do something crazy if you want to.
I know.
You have that at your fingertips. That's dangerous.
Don't do it
I'm
because
not
then
doing
you
anything.
spiral.
I'm like,
My
do it,
vagina
do it.
hates men too much to like fuck around like that.
True.
Like
Sure.
it would hurt so bad. And I just got better, so I'm not trying to mess that up. Anyways, enough about me.
Yeah.
All right. I believe Justin had a story that we were continuing from episode 6
Yes, we
about how he went missing on a family vacation
2.0.
in New York. Now let's hear about it.
Yes.
Mom and Dad, if you're listening, stop now. Leave.
Please
Exit out.
do
Swipe.
yourself the favor.
You don't want to hear
You
this story.
don't. You really
You
don't.
What your son's up to on a family vacay.
Because you were pissed about this and you don't know the truth. So
Yeah.
let's hear it.
So,
That's right, Gracie.
I'm turning into you.
Yep. Zoom in.
this was back in 2018. Summer, 4th of July
Okay.
weekend. I was at the lowest of my lowest at the time. This is when I was living in Santa Barbara, and it's been like a year and a half living away from home, and I had just lost myself in the sauce. I was fully like not the best form of Justin at the time. It was supposed to be a family vacation with like my siblings and me and everybody, but my brother couldn't get time off work, so he didn't end up coming. My sister was supposed to come, but she did something crazy where she couldn't come onto the trip anymore. So it was just me and my parents on this trip.
That's
God.
terrifying.
Terrifying.
I would hate that. No offense to my parents. I love you so much, but no.
Yeah, so we fly into New York, check into the hotel, everything's good and grand. Well, my little horny ass hops on a dating app and starts talking to somebody on a dating app. He ends up being a doctor. And he's like, you should come over, have a glass of wine,
No.
and meet my dog. He pulled the whole dog thing. So he's like, I'm going to take my dog out for a walk. Like, we could just meet briefly and see if we're interested. So like, okay, sounds good. So I tell my parents that I'm going to go to Starbucks and go get a coffee because they wanted to stay out till like 2 a.m. and like shop in New York. Because we were like staying in Times Square and nothing there really closes.
Really?
And everything is lit up and it
Mhm.
looks like you think it's like 8 o'clock at night, but really it's like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Mom wanted to do all these things. So my thing was like, okay, well, I have to go get coffee first. So my parents stood at the hotel to like finish getting ready. And then I was supposed to meet them back at the hotel and we're supposed to go adventure. Well, I text them saying like, you guys could go ahead and go without me.
And it's late.
It's late.
Okay.
It's probably like around 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night.
So you got a coffee at 9 p.m.
Yeah,
To go, like, have energy to go.
to go with that.
Okay.
So I go get the
A
coffee.
little too much energy.
I go get the coffee / meet up with the doctor.
Wait, did you actually get coffee?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just a half lie.
I think I got a caramel macchiato.
I was gonna say
Um,
caramel macchiato is so much.
I know it
Back
You're
is.
then-
feeling crazy.
back then, I used to drink those a lot. So I meet up with the guy after getting coffee, and we kind of like vibe. So I text my parents like, go ahead and go without me. And my mom is like, no, like we'll wait for you. Like just come back. But I had sent that message and kind of just put my phone away. So they were kind of still expecting me to come back.
Mm-hmm.
And I never came back. So we're like taking the dog for a walk. And then he's like offers me a glass of wine back at his place. And he like lives right by the Empire State Building. And he's like, we go up to my rooftop and like I could show you like the skyline of New York, and the Empire State Building was lit up red, white, and blue for 4th of July. The vibes were just good. So I was like, down. Plus he had a dog, and the dog was super cool. So we go up to his place, beautiful, like, I wouldn't say it was a penthouse, but it was like a big loft type of vibe. Big enough for a golden retriever to like live in. Like it was big.
Comfortably.
Big dog.
Yeah.
So we're just chilling, and then he takes me up to the rooftop, drinks a little bottle of wine or whatever. And I remember like glancing at my phone, and my parents like, where are you? Where are you? 3 missed calls from my dad, 3 missed calls from my mom. And I'm just like, like I can make this fast. So we go.
Away, you were like, no, 20 more minutes.
Exactly like that. I was like, 20 more minutes won't kill him. Like I could ignore them for 20 more minutes.
Yeah.
Like I'll be fine.
Like I've made it this far.
I made it this far. I'm already in trouble. Like I could push my limits for 20 more minutes. So I go back into his apartment with him. We start making out, and then our clothes get taken off, and we do the deed there. And I'm like rushing to leave, but also not trying to rush to make it seem like I just came for this and now I want to leave type of vibe.
But you did.
But I did, 1000%. I was like 19 at the time.
Damn, how old was he?
Oh, he had to at least be in his late 30s, early 40s.
Oh, hell no. Oh, that's terrifying.
Justin likes him like that.
I do like an older man. It's like a
older man with like a net worth.
As a jaw, a net worth.
Yeah. So we exchanged numbers, and he like after I leave his place to go meet up with my parents, they're not in the hotel. I get back to the hotel, they are gone. I give them a ring back, scared. And they're like, oh, we're in front of the police station about to file a missing person report. Like, where the hell were you?
What did you say?
I met my parents at the police station in Times Square.
And mind you, he's not out at this point.
No, I'm not out. So everything was super out. So
what did you say?
I told them that I was at Starbucks, like the original plan.
Please don't tell me that you said the line was really long.
No.
No.
I said I was on the phone. I was on the phone with somebody, and I saw them calling and texting me, but I didn't think anything of it because I was just at Starbucks on the phone.
Did they go to Starbucks?
Horrible lie.
Horrible lie.
Horrible.
They didn't go to Starbucks? Looking for you?
I think my mom did. Like from our hotel, typed in the nearest Starbucks
Yeah.
and like checked that Starbucks.
And did you say you were at a different one?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I would like kept just walking, like it's New York.
And they believed it?
I don't know if they believed it, but it was enough to like keep the trip going.
Get them off your back.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely brought it up a few times after, but I mean, what could you do? I was alive, I was well, and we were on vacation.
They wanted to know the truth.
Yeah, that's true.
So it wasn't like they were gonna like. It's not like we're back home and I was missing. Yeah. And we had just. It was the first night we got there.
Justin, the first night?
The first
Wait,
night.
You couldn't keep it in your pants on the first night of vacation.
Oh, like I went missing again during that trip to go find
him? Wayne.
Yeah, I went on another walk and found some. I did. I smoked.
Period.
But I was just at a very low point. Like I was so lost in the sauce. Like I didn't really care. I didn't know what I was living for.
Sounds like you were like, I don't give a fuck.
Like, but not in a good way. Give a fuck. Like it was very unhealthy and not good. I was definitely the lowest in life at that time period. I remember. Like you guys think I'm skinny now? I was even more skinny.
Oh,
yeah,
malnourished.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Well, I'm glad you're doing better. What helped you get out of that like rut?
I would say the next year got to a point where I had just dropped out of college again, and my sister was going through a really dark path, and I didn't want my parents to have two kids going through a dark path. So I remember having a 4-hour phone call with my mom after I just got off work in the parking lot of my apartment. And we just I kind of opened up about my views in life and the kind of person I am compared to how they are back home living in my small country town. I've been living in Santa Barbara now for 3 years, and it brought a whole different perspective of life. So I was just kind of losing my touch with religion a little bit because I was super religious moving out of my parents' house. And I was kind of going more on a spiritual journey, and I had surrounded myself with friends that I wanted to be around and I guess be more like them in a way, because I came from a small country town where it was I didn't know who I was because I definitely wasn't a country man. So when I had moved to Santa Barbara, I was able to find a different way of living that I wanted to live. And I saw the vision of that.
Yeah, you found what works for you.
For me, yeah.
Good.
That's why I think it's really important to get out of your hometown.
Yes. At least 6 months to a year, minimum. If you have to go back, that's totally okay. It'll always be there for you. But get out of it to see what the real world is.
It's so weird because when you're in it, I felt so stuck in my hometown, and I was I'm so stuck. I can't, it's almost this debilitating, I can't leave. My family's here. How could I leave? I would never have left without you and without Claire. My little sister was moving to Santa Barbara, and I was fuck, I gotta move.
You're if my little sister's moving, I have to move.
More I can't be home with my parents by myself. I was oh my god, I'm gonna die alone.
The youngest left, now you're still there.
And I was no way, not gonna happen. So I beat her to the move. I was I'm moving in July. I'm gonna move a month before you move. I have to do it. And then Devan obviously was just go live with me. I'm moving out anyways. And I was okay.
Yeah, why not?
And best decision I've ever made. I have the most friends I've ever had here than I ever did at home.
I love that.
Quality, good, nice, genuine people who actually have my back and want the best. You know what Chloe said to me?
What?
One of my friends I made here, I've never had a friend say something like this. She goes, Gracie, I want you in my life forever. I want you to be an auntie to my kids. You'd be such a funny auntie. Isn't that so nice?
That is so sweet.
I was what the fuck?
That's very sweet.
My friends back in where I'm from would never say something like that.
Yeah.
In a million years.
Orange County girls just aren't it. Sorry, I said it. I'm from there and I said it.
We're from
there. I don't give a fuck. OC bitches, you ain't it.
If anybody is struggling with taking the leap out of their hometown, feel free to reach out to one of us. We'll give you the motivation. We'll give it to you.
We'll give you the little pep talk.
It's not as scary as you think, and everything will work out. You're I don't have enough money. I don't have this. I don't have that set up. I was how the fuck am I gonna pay rent? It's so expensive here, and food's so expensive. I do it somehow. I don't know how I do it, but I do it somehow.
We make it work.
Yeah, and if you don't have enough money now, if you don't have enough time now, you're never gonna have it in the future.
It's never gonna be a perfect time.
Yeah, exactly. So just move out of your hometown. It'll always be there for you to go home to.
Yeah,
if you must.
And I always felt guilty leaving because my parents are getting older, and I'm damn,
that was a big thing for me too. I remember talking about that with my mom on the phone call.
Yeah.
And she's don't you want to be around the family? We're all getting older. And it's just well, we all
the kids growing up, nieces and nephews. That's the hardest part.
But honestly, my relationship with my dad is so much better now that I'm farther.
Yeah. See, distance sometimes could heal a relationship.
Now when I see him, it's more of quality time. We actually talk, or if we call each other on the phone, we actually talk. It's not we just hang out. We're so what's up? We would sit in silence most of the time.
Yeah.
Now we actually talk, and he opens up to me about some stuff too, and I'm yay! I'm glad we have a deeper connection now that I'm farther away. But yeah, if you want to move, just do it.
Okay, let me wrap up this story real fast.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
This doctor falls in love with me. I'm not kidding. Falls in love with me.
You got that good.
Texting me nonstop, trying to fly me back out to New York.
Do it.
The whole trip, he was trying to hang out with me again, but I couldn't do it again because then my parents would have probably lost their
They would have known. They would have
They would
known.
have known. So I was kind of like feeding into it a little bit, and he like buys me a flight to New York, and like I'm supposed to go fly out there, and then I back out. I was like, there's no way I'm doing this by myself. Like, there's no way. So I back out, and he's like, fine, how about I come to you? Like, we can meet in LA, and we could do like a whole Southern California road trip, go to San Diego, LA, Palm Springs, and Joshua Tree.
Yes.
He had like this whole thing planned out. So I was like, okay, that's more doable because like I'm still in my neck of the woods and like I could maneuver and get out if I really need to.
Yeah.
But like in New York, like
So like that too. I always have an escape plan.
always have an escape plan. So I had an escape plan and I used it in this situation. So a couple months go by, I lag, don't go to New York. He was like, okay, well, I'm doing a trip to California and you should be a part of it. So he like books this hotel, emails me the hotel reservations, his flight information, and the rental car, the whole 9 yards to show me like what we're going to do. And I was like, fun, this sounds great. So I go meet him in LA and we stood at this really nice hotel again. Rooftop bar, rooftop pool, downtown LA. And the first night he takes me to dinner. I couldn't even drink. I wasn't 21 at the time.
Oh my God.
So at dinner, he orders 2 glasses of wine and I was able to drink. Like they didn't card me or anything. Like I was still able to drink. So he's like, okay, go back to the hotel. I'm going to go get us some snacks and a couple bottles of wine for the room.
Snacks? What did he get?
I remember he got like Chex Mix because that's what I wanted.
Wait, that's so cute.
Just like random little snacks.
If a guy was like, I'm going to go get you some snacks, I would be like, I love you.
He comes back, we have like a bottle of wine, and we end up hooking up again. But by this time, I'm kind of starting to feel checked out. He's like talking a lot about work and like just, I was also a big partier at the time, like huge. Like that's what I did for a living was party.
Yeah.
Like 7 days a week.
Yeah. And
So,
you're 19, he's like 40, talking about heart surgery.
Exactly.
Like, okay.
So he wants to go to all the art galleries. We did go to one that night after we hooked up. We went to like this art gallery and stuff. And I was like, Justin, what are you doing? The next morning, he's like, okay, I'm going to go pick up the rental car and we could head to Palm Springs. And I was like, I'm not going to Palm Springs. In my head, I'm saying this. I'm not going to Palm Springs.
Okay.
So he leaves to go get the rental car.
No.
I pack my stuff up so fast.
Justin?
Leave him a little note.
What does the note say?
I said I had a family emergency and I had to rush back home. So I left the note and then I kind of timed it to like when he was expected to come back to the hotel. I like send a text message again, like confirming like I have a family emergency, like so sorry to do this last minute, but like this is like a really big deal. Like I have to leave. I Ubered to the freaking train station and take the 2-hour trains back up to Santa Barbara.
Could you
I went to
imagine
LA.
if you were in New York?
Mm-mm.
Like that would have been so bad.
Yeah.
So then I blocked his number eventually because he kept reaching out and like still trying to like have me fly to New York or like he wanted to like meet in like Nashville or something. I forget, a random city to like hang out and stuff. And he just wasn't getting the hint that I lost interest. But he had my email.
Oh.
He emailed
So
you?
this man would email me.
What? Oh, hell no.
And I was like, okay, this is low-key getting out of hand. Like, you're obsessed, and this is kind of getting scary.
Wait, did he like sign off like so-and-so MD?
Yeah.
Dr. so-and-so.
NPI number.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Why is he giving me like pedophile doctor?
Yeah.
Like you're
Yeah.
40, you're this obsessed with a 19. Get a fucking life.
Yeah.
Go do some heart surgery, sir.
Right after that, I just had to block his number and his email, and I never spoke to him again.
That is
But
so bad.
if you ever do watch this, I'm sorry.
No,
Thank
he's
you
not.
for everything you've done for me.
If you were sorry, you wouldn't have done
Thank you
it.
for taking me down.
No.
Your
Oh, you dicked him down?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
okay, verse.
You fucked the dog.
Yeah.
Fuck it up.
Fuck it up. West side.
Hey!
Fuck it up.
Gracie loves her West Side.
Okay. That's
On that note.
On that note,
Um,
don't go missing on family vacation because my parents really almost filed a missing person report and was at the police station.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
no joke.
Like, that's no joke.
don't do it. But if you want to move out of your hometown,
Do
we
it.
highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Don't look back. Just go.
And if you want to give the guy that you had a crush on when you were 12 a second chance, do it.
You never know.
Only if he takes you out to a good dinner, though.
Yes. High-end dinner, what you're worth. And on that note, we're going to go to the beach.
Yay!
Yay!
It's
Okay.
so hot today.
Thank you
I'm
guys
sweating.
for tuning in to episode number 7 of Mom Don't Listen. Make sure to stream us on Spotify and YouTube. Thank you.
Give us a thumbs up.
Bye.
Bye.